lot of people I remember. King, we never got our arm wrestling competition in, so I regret that. You got to be in a weakened state now, so you're going to try to later. But, you know, Vincent, you always reminded me of that project. You know, it's, hello, Captain. You don't know who Liberace is, but some of the older people remember who Liberace is. He has a big smile, and that was you. So, every one of you, I remember for certain things. King Kong, Bruce Lee, and of course Tom is the overall group of leaders. I've enjoyed every one of them. Now we've taught you the basics, right? We've taught you how to manipulate an airplane. We've taught you how to manipulate a single engine. We've taught you how to manipulate a twin engine. We've taught you how to fly some 10 hours worth, 20 hours worth actually, in a multi-engine turbine airplane. But believe me, guys, and you've probably heard us say it over and over again, that's just scratching the surface, right? We've taught you how to manipulate an airplane. You haven't had a chance to learn how to aviate, right? By aviate, I mean there's other things besides stinking rudder. There's a whole reason for you to start out as first officers when you go back to China, and that's to learn experience. You know, they say the experiences that don't kill you make you better pilots, right? So you learn by experience. Hopefully you'll be with a tutor, a captain, who will not kill you. He will keep you away and point out those situations that would hurt you. And you have to apply yourself to learn them. When you go back to China, there's two things that I want you to always keep in mind during your career that will make you better pilots, safer pilots, and assure that you can deliver your passengers safely from one point to another. And that's complacency and loss of situational awareness. You must avoid complacency. It's been said before many times that aviation can be defined as hours and hours of sheer boredom punctuated by moments of stark terror. So what we want you to do is recognize those situations that involve terror and stop yourself from getting into that situation. So we call those red flags in the airlines. When you see a red flag, that means you have to stop, take a look at the situation and say, something's wrong here. What's wrong? I need to reevaluate either the way I'm going, the situation that I'm in, take a look at it and stop and sit. So that's complacency. For every takeoff you make, assume the engine's going to quit. That's what I did with the airlines. And then if it didn't quit, that was a great surprise. You know, pleasant surprise, and I continued to take off. But you're ready for the happening if it happened to you. On landing, assume the engine's going to quit. Are you going to go around with an engine quitting? No, not really. I'm going to go ahead and land because I'm going to intercept the glide slope, and it's better than trying to fly around or climb with one engine out. But assume it's going to quit. Somebody's got to fly the airplane. Somebody's got to do the checklist. And that's why we emphasize in a multi-engine turbine crew responsibility. Somebody's got to fly the airplane. Somebody's got to do the checklist and take care of the proper action. That's what we mean by cockpit resource management. I'm not going to get into it right now. We got into it for 29 hours worth in the multi-engine turbine training, and that's what we're trying to get over to. And that's what you'll start learning more in depth when you get back to China. The other one is situational awareness. You must maintain situational awareness. By situational awareness, I mean, let's say that air traffic control has told you to descend to be in a certain place at 10,000 feet. Well, you've got to know when to start down, right? Because if you start down too late, you don't meet that altitude restriction. Then you get a violation. We just had an excellent example of situational awareness last week with Northwest Airlines. Highly trained airline pilots. Something went wrong where they overshot the destination by 150 miles. And nobody was talking to the ATC for 30, 45 minutes. You know, if you start analyzing that, they went 150 miles past the destination, 150 miles back. That's 3/5 of an hour. That's almost their total reserve they should have had if they filled that airplane up. I think the weather was good. They didn't have to have an alternate fuel. All they had was 45 minutes reserve, right? They used that going out and coming back. So it was a more dangerous situation than anybody went on. Imagine what the fuel station was they put on extra. 141 military transport coming in from Japan to Alaska. They were at 14,000 feet. Air traffic control cleared them to 10,000 feet, but air traffic control misidentified the airplane. They thought it was another airplane. They acknowledged 10,000 feet, descended to 10,000 feet right to a mountain because they didn't have situational awareness. They just took it for granted that air traffic control was right. Don't take anything for granted when you fly. Always back it up. So they should have checked the map, said 10,000 feet is not a good altitude for us, but they didn't. So that was loss of situational awareness and complacency, thinking ATC is all right. So those are the two things I want you to take back to China. I want you to be an asset to your country, which you are already. I want you to be an asset to your airlines, which you can be. And I want you to be an asset to yourself. Improve upon yourself, make yourself feel good about your own activities, your own prowess in the flying, and your family will also treat you as best. So you've made us proud. I'm sure you'll make your airline proud. Your country should be proud of you, and I'm sure your family is very, very proud. It's been great having you here. I appreciate your work, your work ethic. Congratulations on you all passing your ATP, by the way, this weekend. You're written. Everybody passed. First time. Excellent work. Thank you very much for allowing me to share with you your experiences, and good luck in the future.
Before we commence with the handing out of the graduation certificates, we have a few special awards. Unfortunately, each of you should be getting a special award. However, we've had to identify 4 of you who have gone above and beyond in your training. First individual, why don't you guys help me? First individual, when he first got here, presented quite a few unique challenges for us. Some of this gray hair that you see here directly attributed to this young man. But I have to say, in all honesty, that this young man persevered and struggled and did the best that he possibly could, and now is seated here with our graduates, our first officer cadets. The most improved pilot in the class, leading shot, Kevin. Fortunately for U.S. Flight Academy, we've got 2 great ESL instructors, Ms. Blythe and Carlene. Great job, ladies. Thank you very much. Without you, this would not be possible.